Hello friends, welcome back to my blind Planescape. Fuck. Let's try that again. Hello friends, welcome back to my blind playthrough of Planescape Torment. This is episode 55. And yeah, last episode I asked for your input because I was frankly lost as to what I should do next. I knew that there were many loose ends that I should somehow try to tie up, but I wasn't sure how. So you guys left me some really nice tips, and I think I will go through them quite systematically because I feel like it's necessary at this point. I feel like I was kind of losing track of what I was doing. So today, let's begin by talking to my companions. Really,
Ignus will one day kill you all.
as many as I can talk to, anyway. So I know that Grace has something new to say, and Ignus has something new to say, obviously, because I was kind of annoyed with him, so I just stopped talking to him at one point. But yeah, I think we'll actually start with him, okay? Wait, which ones did I ask again? Ignus, I spoke with a storyteller in the Hive, and he mentioned that someone taught you these things. Who? Of learnings and teachings, you know. Gouts of flame erupt from Ignus's mouth in a horrid semblance of laughter. You have always taught Ignus. Ignus master you were. Holy shit. Okay. We're dropping bombs like that at the beginning of the episode? Okay. Me. So I wonder if it was crazy me or if it was another incarnation. Could have been really any one of my me's. Are you sure?
Updated my journal.
Ignus's voice drops and the crackling of the flames dies. Yes, it is the only reason. Ignus obeys you. Flames rise around him in a crackling spiral. Till death comes for us both. Your words to me, to your student Ignus. Ignus has not forgotten, Master. Whoa, okay. That's, yeah, that raises all sorts of questions, right? Are you absolutely sure it was me? I guess I'll ask that. Yes. Ignus cackles. Yes, the face has changed, but many lessons you taught Ignus. Wait, hang on. What do you mean the face has changed? Like, how much has it changed? You mean changed like beyond going all broken and decrepit? If my face has changed, how do you know? Inside all things, tiny flames. The spark, the flames the same, no matter what the skin. Skin can bleed, skin can burn, but the inner flame remains. Man, this is so interesting. I wonder if this is actually... I mean, this is obviously how he actually sees the world, but is this a real thing? Like, are there actually tiny flames, or is he just sort of rationalizing it like that? Either way, it's interesting that he recognizes me despite... Well, hang on. It probably wouldn't have been Crazy Me, because Crazy Me was 50 years ago. Then again, I'm not sure how old Ignus is. It could be that at some point when we heard his story, way back in the beginning, we might have learned how long ago it was that he was imprisoned in the tavern. But I'm not sure. Maybe I can ask him about that again. Ignus, this is important. Can you remember anything about me? Ignus hisses, and for a moment his features flicker. At first you think it's the flames, but it's not. It's the flickering of memory. How did he do that? Surrender to the memory. The crackling of Ignus's flames subsides, lessening as the charred bones of Ignus's body fold up, twisting into itself until his limbs lie motionless, becoming a stack of wood within a huge iron fireplace. Oh, that's a really cool image. You are staring into a fire, burning brightly within a vaulted room. The fire crackles and spits embers onto the stone floor, motes rising from the fireplace. Faintly from the darkness behind you, you can hear the rasp of someone breathing. I can hear you step into the light. There is the shuffling of sandals, and a frail youth steps into the edges of the firelight. His wide black eyes catch the flames and mirror them. He is nervous. You can hear his muscles shaking, his voice trembling, just enough to increase your irritation. Forgive my intrusion, master. You have already intruded, supplicant. You did so with intention. I will hear it now. Then you will leave me to my thoughts. Holy shit, it's obvious. I am the reason why he is evil, right? That's it. That's the entire reason why he is like this. I was his master, and I bullied him, and I was just the shittiest sort of mentor to him. And that's why, and that perfectly explains why he became who he became. And it also explains why he still is willing to obey me. Because he's just that afraid of me, right? Oh man, that's the theme of this game, isn't it? The sins of your past. Like, this is actually like your past selves, and honestly, most of them seem to be pretty bad people, don't they? I hesitate to say all of them because I obviously haven't met all of them or learned anything about many of them, but that's kind of what it sounds like. That's it. That's one of the pretty important themes of this game, I would say. The sins of your past, right? It also kind of explains why, it also kind of associates this game with Disco Elysium, because in that game, you also kind of begin by dealing with the sins of your past, even though the past is, in that case, much more recent, right? But yeah, it's a neat little device that the game uses to guilt trip you into feeling bad for things that your character did, even though you never did them. I actually really enjoy this kind of storytelling. The boy takes a deep breath and glances at the fire. Master, I dreamed of flames again last night. They felt real, and you said that we were to come to you if it was a dream. Nothing more. Now leave. The boy does not move. His brows draw together, and slowly he displays his hands. The flesh around the fingers, blackened, burned. How did your hands come to be burned, supplicant? Addressing your apprentice as supplicant is cold. I awoke, and my hands were as ash. The boy meets your gaze. He is still trembling faintly, but there is an eagerness in his voice which angers you. I dreamed I soared above the earth, and the ground and sky were as fire. The world itself was so bright that it hurt to look at it, master. And when I awoke, my hands, they were burned, as if I had held a flame within my hands. And my reaction to that is, you lie, supplicant. You have come to me with a story, and now you are in danger of angering me. Really interesting. So he basically saw this coming. He sort of foresaw his own future, in a way. No, master. The boy's face glistens with a sweaty sheen of fear. No, upon my life I do not. You burned yourself with a candle, supplicant, or thrust your hand within one of the pyres in the Vault of Currents. Vault of Currents, oh, interesting. Now you come to me and tell me a dream burned you. I tire of your lies. See, that's why he is so obsessed with fire. It's that fire is what gave him comfort from the horrible treatment that past me gave him. The boy falls silent, and to your surprise, His face clenches in anger. No, I do not lie. It was the dream that burned me, master, as you said it might if we felt the power stirring. They were your words, and I came to repeat them to you and tell you they are true. He holds up his hands. Look, master. Grab his hands. Before the boy can react, your hand, huge in comparison, lashes out, crushing his burned hands in its grip, and the boy screams, echoing in the vault. With a snarl, you hurl him to the ground in front of the fireplace, and there is a sharp crack as his knees strike the flagstones. Ugh. Look into those flames, supplicant. Raise your head. Look. Yeah, I think this is where he becomes completely obsessed with flames. I think we are witnessing that right now. If you guys watched Daredevil, I think we're basically going to get a scene similar to that one when Fisk stares at the wall, and I'll leave it there. The boy is shuddering from the pain from his knees. You watch tears blur his eyes as he raises his head to look into the fireplace. The flames cast his face in a red, gaunt glow. Is that what you wish to hold, supplicant? Is the shaping of flames what stirs your heart? Know that flames can burn, and if you would learn their power, you must suffer their touch. That would be a pretty good lesson if I wasn't such a horrible person, apparently. The boy is silent, staring into the flames. He seems mesmerized. His tears have dried in the heat, and the shaking has gone. The flames are his focus. He is not listening to you, and you feel fury washing over you. If that is what consumes you, enough for you to intrude upon my meditations, then I shall teach you of the shaping of flames, supplicant. Your hand lashes out and clamps onto the boy's wrist. He howls as you drag him closer to the fireplace, then thrust his hands into the coals. There is a crackling, a hissing of burning flesh, and his screams, such terrible, yet... To learn, you must suffer, supplicant. You must allow yourself to be burned by the power of that which you wield. Know its torment. Title drop. And you shall know how to use it against your enemies. God. This is great. This is actually great. So, when we first met Ignus, I was like, he's so cool. He's all flamey and stuff. He can fly. He's so cool. Then I spoke to him for a bit and I was like, man, this guy is an ass. I don't like him at all. And of course, now I'm going to learn that I'm the reason why he's an ass. And all of a sudden I feel bad about it and feel bad for him and want to like him and actually do like him. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. 10 out of 10.
Updated my journal.
Oh, and speaking of 10, I'm getting a lot of experience. Your vision clears, the memory streaming away like smoke. Ignus is hovering above you, his head cocked to one side, and an insane blackened grin smeared across his face. Master, Ignus has not forgotten your teachings. Well, fuck. My teachings are horrible. You should have come to Mebeth instead, Ignus. You should have studied with her. Well, I guess this question is answered now. What happened to you to make you this way? I mean, it's not answered all the way through, but I'm way closer to the truth than I was 10 minutes ago. Wow, it's been that long already. That went by real quick. Are you sure your teacher was me? Why am I still doubting this? Like, I got the memory. Yeah, okay, that's just really the same dialogue line. Your mastery of the art. Can you teach me any of your powers? That's gonna feel weird for him, right? Because all this time he was my student. Ignus once knew much, no longer. Ignus burns in suffering. Ignus learns. A tiny flame gusts from his mouth like laughter, and a stream of embers spits forth. Suffer. Learn. Am I willing to suffer for such knowledge? Well, I kinda sorta hope that my regenerative powers will make up for most of this suffering. As you are about to speak the words, you feel a crawling sensation in the back of your skull, and you are suddenly struck with the certainty that the knowledge Ignus has to teach may permanently scar you, but you don't know how you know this. Because I did the same thing to him? Well, maybe not right now. So, realistically, he can probably teach me some really nice fiery spells. Do I need them that badly? Probably not. I also feel like doing this might shift my alignment closer to the evil side, which I am now on, apparently. That was not my intention. Wait, maybe I'm not on the evil side. I'm on the chaotic side, right? What if I say this? Well, I obviously want to say this. I'm not sure how he will react, because he's downright unpredictable. The only predictable thing about him is always wanting to speak of burning and flames and fire. Ignus, about your teaching, about the torments I subjected you to, I'm sorry. Flames. No. Torments. Ignus slowly turns, twisting above the ground. He may have heard you, but you don't know if the words meant anything to him. Are you sure? Supplicant. Ignus stops instantly and he whirls on you, new flames bleeding from his chest and skull in a horrid crackling mass. It's like a nest of flaming snakes suddenly erupted from hidden recesses on Ignus's body. Supplicant no more is Ignus. Speak such again, and Ignus will burn you. Well, I don't want that, do I? Wow, that really left me winded. I gotta be careful with my throat. I want this episode to be a longer one. Okay, that was not the right thing to say. I mean, I was sort of hoping that there was maybe a way that my character would say this charitably. No. Okay. We will speak again later.
Feel stronger.
Holy shit. I discovered my connection to Ignus. Cool. 7.7% of players. I have 13 out of 50 achievements. There's a long way to go still. Well, that was really interesting. And yeah, all of a sudden I do like Ignus way more, actually. Just knowing that I was his master and all that. One characteristic point gained. Which one should I go with now, actually? You guys told me that I'm pretty good on wisdom and charisma, right? Especially because I've got the tattoos as well, so I'm not sure what to do here. Dexterity, not really my thing. Intelligence. Intelligence does seem pretty important at this point, because it helps me remember stuff, right? The question is, oh no, I don't want to do it right now. I can't back out. Shit, I wanted to check what tattoos I actually had, because I'm pretty sure I have some for wisdom. That was like the main stat that I focused on to make sure I recall as many memories as possible. This one also influences memories. It helps you regain memories faster. And this one helps you recall memories. Well, that doesn't really sound like much of a difference to me. Gives you more dialogue options. Well, I'd always like more dialogue options, but do I really need more intelligence at this point? And of course, constitution. I mean, I could use better constitution. But I'm not sure if it's a priority right now. I think I'll go with intelligence. Good, bad, I don't know. If this were a live stream, I would probably ask for your input, but it's not. I don't actually really like live streams as a concept. I feel like if I'm playing a game, I want to pay my full attention to it, because a game worth playing is worth paying attention to. But yeah, anyway, who's next? Grace, I think, right? We want to speak with Grace.
Yes?
Yes. Well, can you teach me anything of the art? I think we did that already, didn't we? But interesting. It's definitely good to ask her. So, I want to talk about our companions. I'm not sure if I already talked about some of them. I definitely didn't talk about Ignus, right? Let's talk about me. What did you wish to discuss? Well, your feelings about me. Let's not open with that. Let's, your thoughts on my situation. Do you know anything else that might prove helpful? Okay. I don't think I've told her any of this, actually. Well, I think there's someone out to murder me, so much so that I built a tomb trap to try and kill them. According to an inscription in the tomb, he's been coming after me for, well, as long as my incarnations can remember, it seems. Then, whoever the killer is, he's lived a very long time to have pursued you for so long. She taps her chin for a moment. Could the killer be immortal as well? Possibly. I mean, that's okay. I could have figured that out. I think I did figure that out subconsciously. Obviously, the killer is not just like a regular Joe from the street, but shadows keep coming to kill me. I have a feeling they're following me, but I don't know why. Shadows? Fall from Grace is silent for a moment. Shadows are shades of the dead. They do not tend to hunt. They tend to lie in wait for victims. Curious. Do they now? That is curious.
Yes?
So, I'm pretty sure I haven't gone through these dialogue lines before, but if I have, forgive me, I'll go through them again. Do you have any idea who or what I might be? Grace frowns in thought. I freely admit that you are something of an enigma, she smiles. But I find such mysteries intriguing. Shall we attempt to puzzle out your situation? Of course. I wouldn't ask otherwise. First, while it is possible that you are a tiefling or some rare crossbreed, my guess is that you are human, or were at one time. Yeah, no arguments there. Go on. What are all those options? Go on. Your appearance is approximately a male in his early 30s. The stitching and scar tissue make an exact determination difficult. Tell me about it. The key to your past is your memory, and it seems that certain locations, events, and people trigger seemingly forgotten memories. It would seem to be in your best interests to visit as many locations as possible and speak to as many others as possible. In short, experience your universe as much as possible. Grace, you are actually really useful. You are actually really useful for recapping all the things that I know, and sort of serving as a second Morte, really, in helping guide me along the way. Because you apparently have a lot to say about me, actually. Experience as much as possible. That is a sensate's advice. Fall from Grace gives a bemused smile. I would not advise it if I did not practice it. And if you did not already know it to be true. I mean, as to your practicing it, I mean, you really spent your time, a lot of your time in the brothel before I came to add you to my party. There may be something else that would shed light on my situation. No, that's actually...
Yes?
all of it. I suspect we will get a new option at some point in the future when we learn something new. Can we actually keep talking about me? Yeah, I'm a narcissist. I'm curious as to your feelings about me. Grace gives a slight smile. A lady must have her secrets. Well. I was hoping for something else, but okay. Let's talk about you. Me? Really? She thinks about this for a moment, then nods. Very well. If there is anything you are curious about, please ask. What? This is just the same set of lines. Okay. Morte. Morte is most peculiar. I have seen a great deal in my life, but nothing quite like him. He behaves somewhat like a mimir. Granted, there is no denying he is knowledgeable, but he has a certain... She sniffs the air and wrinkles her nose. Beatorian smell about him. Elaborate? Yes, but he's not a Batazu, at least of any variety I've encountered. The smell alone, however, makes me treat the skull with caution. There are some hints and clues along the way, right? Like him lying to me about what's written on my back, and the fact that what's written on my back is "Don't trust the skull," and the Beatorian smell. That's... Is he actually a spy of whoever is coming after me? That would be a crazy twist. What were you saying about the Mimir before? Mimirs are encyclopedias of knowledge. The owner may ask them questions, and if they possess the knowledge, they will inform the user of what it knows. And Morte is a Mimir. I mean, we know this, but I don't believe so. Oh. Well. Morte lacks the silvery metal that Mimirs customarily have, and he seems to have an attitude of his own. Such qualities are not present in conventional Mimirs. Grace shrugs slightly. He may be one, but he's unlike any I've ever encountered. Holy shit, what are you, Morte? I'm not sure if I believe that he is one. He told me he is one. Did he? Most curious. Very well then. But I don't think I believe him, because I'm not supposed to trust the skull. Perhaps there is some test to verify his authenticity, but I would not do one if you value him as a friend. If you do, then you must accept what he has told you. I don't know, I did value him as a friend before all this doubt came over me, largely as a result of your words. Imagine Morte turning on me and my party. He could kill all of us. He's clearly the most powerful one. Maybe not anymore, but used to be. Okay, let's... that's not what I wanted. Okay, let's talk about Anna. I love how we're just all standing in one big circle, and they can just hear me asking Grace about them. She is strong and capable, and she is quite passionate. I almost wish I had met her long ago and asked her to come to the brothel. Perhaps things might have been different. Grace studies you for a moment. What do you think of her? Well, I think I could fall in love with her. No, let's not say that. Something between these two, actually. It's not that I don't care. But is she really a friend? She's more of an acquaintance, you know? I think she doesn't care for you very much. I would agree. Grace smiles. But I shall not let you dodge my question so easily. What do you think of her? Well, I hate her, I don't trust her, she has her uses, nothing more. I don't know. I don't know if I trust her. Until recently, she was, her allegiance was to Pharod. And now that old Pharod isn't around anymore, her allegiance is to herself. You know, this might be pretty cold, but I'll say she has her uses, nothing more. And she bit me. Very well. I don't like that curt reply. I feel like I should have chosen something else to get a longer reply. Very well. Okay. Elaborate, please. Well, let's discuss Dakon. I feel like this is pretty. I feel like Dakon is not as controversial as some of our other companions. Actually, all of our other companions. Although, after what we learned in the last episode... Dakon? Grace raises an eyebrow. He's most uncommon for a Githzerai. Oh, in what way? Do tell. Well, he obeys you. That alone would mark him as a pariah among his people. His entire race were once slaves, and even the reminder of servitude to them is distasteful. Anything else? Dakon approaches everything in an orderly fashion. Again, most curious for a Githzerai. They tend to be unpredictable. They follow their impulses rather than plan. Anything else? He seems a most pious Githzerai and a steadfast ally. That he is. I think he is, yes. I did not omit any... Okay. I think he is, yeah. He's pretty high up on the list of those I trust. But I think you might actually be the highest, Grace. You just seem so genuine. Well, let's talk Ignus. You would be wise to travel with him no longer. He is insane, and he has proven capable of great acts of destruction. As I understand it, he was transformed into a conduit to the elemental plane of fire. Such a transformation would have killed many mortals. Not only did he survive such a trial, but he thrived. He possesses tremendous power. Should he be forced into a confrontation, I would fear for the chances of anyone who stood against him. I pray it does not come to that. Well, why doesn't he just attack everything he sees? Well, we know that. We're his master. Do you have a theory of your own, Grace? I do not know, but I do not think it is because he likes our company. In fact, I think he considers all of us irrelevant except for you. I think it's because I was his teacher in the past. You were his teacher? Yeah, I trust Grace, so let's just say it. One of my previous incarnations taught him the art, but I don't think it was a kind lesson. I think it's in some dim way he still considers me his master. Fulcrum Grace nods thoughtfully. That would explain a great deal. She studies your features for a moment. Did the realization trouble you? Yes, it did. I regret that my past lives touched Ignus and burned him so. Lives plural, huh? So it wasn't just one incarnation? I mean, we don't know, but could be. Ignus burns within with such fires that Beator itself would be shamed. He has become more than a sorcerer, more than a man. He has become a force. I can't help but wonder if that was part of his nature before he crossed paths with you. To some extent it probably was. I would be wise to travel with him no longer. Well, might be that if I... But then... Okay. It might be that if I come across another companion, I will swap them for Ignus. But then again, thinking about it, if Ignus is not in my party, what does that mean? I have unleashed him upon the world, and he is no longer under supervision. So actually, in my company is the best place he can be, because I did the dumb thing and freed him. That's my reasoning anyway. You know, if I get a new companion, I'm not even sure who I'm going to leave behind. It's a tough choice. It's a really tough choice. And knowing myself, I will not base it at all on their combat abilities. I will base it on who I like and who sort of adds most value to my party outside of combat. Could be Anna, but she's really useful as a thief. No idea.
Yes?
No idea what I'll do. Do you ever use weapons? No. There is seldom the need, and I find that I cannot bear the touch of cold iron or even steel for long periods of time. In any event, I have a number of natural defenses that tend to discourage attackers. Right, I think we heard about this. The kiss of a succubus is lethal to mortals, though they rarely realize the danger until their death is almost upon them. Fall from grace sighs. Try to say sigh and resort at the same time. I can resort to it when the need arises. Well, you know, just thinking about the romantic prospects of the Nameless One in this game does not fill me with confidence. Because so far, we've got the succubus whose kiss can kill us, and Anna who likes to bite, so I'm not really sure how I feel about this. Alright, next on the list is asking Morte about his combat abilities.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
Special talents, is that the line? You know what? Let's do this one first. You said you're a mimir, right, Morte? Yeah, a mimir's a floating encyclopedia. You put information in, you get information out. Okay, but aren't mimirs made of silvery metal, as I have just learned? So? Maybe some are, but I'm not. And there's stranger things on the plains than that, Chief. Do I say this? I don't really want to lose his trust, but I'm not sure if there's any other way to progress this conversation to learning about what he is. I have to think this through before I do it. What do you know about the night hag Savle? Well, she's a night hag, and she was definitely barmy enough to make you immortal, of all people. I mean, she could have chosen me. Morte rolls his eyes. Still, anyone addled enough to lock blades with the Lady of Pain isn't someone we really want to find. Awesome. Well, your special talents. Spit insults, right. Let's read this again, because I feel like I need a reminder. Morte has an ability called Litany of Curses, a non-magical taunt. If the target fails to resist it, they suffer a penalty to their armor class, attacks, and will do nothing but try to engage Morte in melee combat. The more insults Morte hears, the better his Litany of Curses becomes. I really gotta start using this, man. Why am I not using this? I never use it. I just always forget. Can you do anything else? Well, I made some friends when I was sitting on the shelf in Lothar's waiting for you to bail me out. Thanks for taking your sweet time about it, by the way. They said if I needed any help, I could just call on them. Oh, come on, Morte. I did take my sweet time, but I waited for you to get to the brothel, really, so, you know, cut me a little slack here. Call on your friends, huh? What do you mean?
Updated my journal.
Well, I just whistle and they kind of show up. They're a good bunch of bashers. Bite like snakes, too. Okay, Morte now has a special ability called Skull Mob. When invoked, he can summon a horde of skulls from off-screen to come and bite an opponent multiple times. The strength and damage of the skulls varies according to Morte's level, and the power can only be used a limited number of times per day. That sounds really useful. I see. I will have to try that out. And that's what I wanted to ask him about. Let's also do this one. What do you think we should do next? Looks like we need to find out more about that night hag Savle. And I have to tell you, Chief, I'm not looking forward to that. The Festhall Sages and some of the sensory stones might be able to tell us something, though. Yep, the stones did tell us, all right. And the Sages are still waiting on some exotic chocolate. Next on the list is talking with Marta the Seamstress, which is something that I would never think to do. So I actually decided to do this right now. It's not next on the list, it's somewhere down the line, but this is something that I would totally forget to do. Yes, Marta is the lovely lady whose house is a proper bloodbath, and I did not really enjoy my last conversation with her, as I remember. You see Marta. She lumbers about the room, her joints popping as she bends over to pick up objects from the various tables. She is mumbling to herself in a strange sing-song voice. I had some questions for you. Marta glances up as you speak. Did the one say questions, Marta? Marta blinks, then frowns. Aye, Marta, he said such, for he wears the asking look on him, he does. Okay. Can I rest here is an interesting question. I think I've asked all of those, but let's see. Why are you pulling out the corpse's teeth and stitches?
My journal.
Ah, okay. Updated my journal. Put them aside, Marta. That's what I does here. She scratches her head. Aye, Marta, we do. Stitchy thread and teethies are precious. Can be turned into jink-jink. Strip the corpses we bring ya, they tell Marta. Pull out teethies, stitchies, thingies inside the corpse. Strip 'em cold and then we'll sell 'em to the dusties. Sell the corpses to the dusties. Well, I have an inkling of who tells you to do this, but Marta frowns. Did we not say we'd be selling them, Marta? Her frown deepens and she shakes her head. Aye, Marta, we did. Dusties buy bodies, but we takes all we can at first. And who tells you to strip the corpses? Fat-faced gimmick pig Quint, and the other crutch hobble crutch Pharod, in it that right, Marta? She gives a queer smile and nods. Aye, it is, Marta. Well, I feel like I should remember a Quint. He's the guy who works for Pharod, right? Right? And what do they do with the things you dig out? Sell. Sell for shinies. I see. Any other questions? Did the one say questions, Marta? Marta blinks, then frowns. Aye, Marta, he said such, for he wears the asking look on him, he does. Can you dig in my body to find anything? Jesus Christ, that is horrible. Let's do it. Marta squints at you. Then nods. Marta can do that, can't you, Marta? Yes, you can. I am not going to watch this. No, I want you to watch this and bite her if she does something to me. If she starts doing some funny business. Where? Marta is studying you as if looking for the best place to crack you open. This is horrible. Crack open my skull if you would. Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna end up great. Is this a way to to lose the game, to die? Let's try the stomach, shall we? You lie up on the table and Marta stands over you, a rusty knife at the ready. There is a stabbing pain as she slices into your abdomen, then cuts brutally downwards in a saw-like motion, exposing your innards. Oh, that's just lovely. Despite the pain, you watch in morbid fascination, I probably do, as she lifts up your stomach. Your vision slowly returns to see Marta standing over you, shaking her head. Nothing found, eh, Marta? She shakes her head. No, nothing, Marta, no luck. Should we try again? How about my rib cage? I feel like if I pick like 3 of these options in one session, I will probably die. You lie upon the table, and Marta stands over you, a chisel and mallet at the ready. There is a sharp crack, and she splits your ribcage open, and you choke back your screams as she begins to fish in your lungs. As you try to grasp for air, you go numb, then black out from the pain. I just realized that I should just pick the option that I learned about from the journal, from the dodecahedron thing. I forgot what the option is. I suck. I suck at this. Fall into darkness. Okay. It probably wasn't the skull. Check the intestines. Anything could be lodged in there. I think it was the intestines, wasn't it? You lie up on the table. Hang on. Basically the same thing, but she plunders my organs, humming to herself. Ah! There is a wrenching pain as Marta lifts up the ropey mass of your intestines, blood and other fluids streaming from it. Look at this, Marta, look at this. I see, I see. Cut there, cut there. Marta makes a small, deft incision in the side of one of the intestines, and you hear a as something small and metallic strikes the floor.
Updated my journal.
Marta then dumps the soupy mass back into your torso, then reaches down, picks up the object. A ring, it appears, and she flicks it to you. Pretty, pretty, eh, Marta? She nods. Yes, Marta, one shouldn't swallow such a thing. No, no. Thanks. Was there anything else? Marta shakes her head. Nothing more nothing, eh, Marta? Should we try someplace else, Marta? Let's not do the skull thing. I feel like that would actually kill me. I had some other questions, maybe. Can I rest here after this whole ordeal? Marta nods. Marta home, Marta sleep here. You can sleep if you want, yes. I don't think Marta have a problem, does you, Marta? She shakes her head. No, no, Marta. I doesn't if you doesn't. Very well, let's do this. Wow, okay. Intestines. Oh, I got the entire intestines item. That's just lovely. It's getting cluttered again, isn't it? I mean, it has been cluttered this whole time, actually. This ropey mass of bloody intestines appears to be yours. You have to admit it makes you uncomfortable to see them outside of your body. Do I know anyone who could put them back in? Well, maybe someone at the mortuary, right? I feel like I shouldn't throw these away. I feel like they are pretty important. And I got this twisted ring, huh? +1 to armor class? This ring looks like 3 rings that have been wrapped around each other. Just looking at it makes you dizzy. Huh. Well, strictly stat-wise, it doesn't actually appear to be better than what I have, so maybe I should give it to one of my companions. Then again, there is sentimental value. But, I don't know, let's try it. If anything happens, probably not. Fall from Grace's diary, I doubt she will be willing to let me read it, even now. Maybe. Maybe, who knows. Magic mirror, that is really interesting. Okay, I just came by Pharod's to see if I can find Pharod's stash. And I thought to ask Anna about it, and she's being a bit difficult. Why don't you ask the stuck-uppers your questions then? Anna's eyes narrow to slits. Why are we even traveling with her? We don't need her, we don't. I don't have time for this, Anna. Stop being a banshee, I'll lend a hand. That's not really something that's gonna make her likely to tell me where the stash is. But these options aren't good, any of them. You're very important to me. I want you with me, not her. If she bothers you, I'll ask her to leave. No, I won't. If you don't like her, then leave. I also don't want that. Okay, I'll say this. You're very important to me, and I need your help. Oh, aye? And why is that, then? This should be rich, it should. You pity me, is that it? You think I slow you down? Go on, say it. I don't pity you, and you don't slow me down. You're quick, you're skilled, and I really need all the help I can get, okay? Anna frowns, her tail flicking back and forth. Aye, well, no, I'll gut you if she starts sizing us up for a feast, I will. She glares at you. And don't get any ideas I'm staying 'cause you want me to. I'm just helping you out, I am. I know, and I appreciate it. I had some questions. Well, I feel like this is the one, right? This is the option to find it, but the last time I tried asking her about it, it didn't really come to fruition, did it? Anna, when Pharod went to return the tribute he took from my body, he vanished for a while, then came back, but he never left Illwind Court. Do you know where he went? Oh, aye. To hear tell, old Starcrotch has got a stash pit somewhere close to him. It's the only reason I can see why he set up Kip in that filthy, drafty hall it is. Nothing but stink and shadows. By close to him, how close do you mean? Like, is it actually around here? Well, I guess, yeah, if that's the reason why he set up here, then yeah, it's somewhere around. But I don't know. I feel like it's got to be a portal, and I've got to have a specific item for it to open. And I thought the item might be Pharod's crutch, which I am carrying around, so, you know, hopefully it should open if that's what it is. But maybe it's something else. Okay, and that's where he puts the tribute he gets. Hi. She squints at you. Now what are you on about? You're planning to bob him? I mean, he's dead, isn't he? Like, we might as well take what he had, you and me. After all that running around to get that sphere for him and then getting next to nothing in return, I'm tempted to do it. I'm warning against such a thing, I am. Pharod can be daft sometimes, but he's mean as all fiend spit when he gets worked up. He's not gonna get worked up, look at him there. She frowns. And he loves his keepsakes, he does. Why are we having this conversation? His dead body is right there. But where would he keep it all? If he's been at the village for as long as he says, he would have amassed quite a collection. Well, Anna is silent for a moment. I know he's never left his hall to get his tribute when he needed it. He wouldn't want to walk far with that lame leg of his, though. Aye, that's true, but only if you don't watch him careful. He isn't lame, though he puts on a fair show about being weak in the leg. So that crutch of his could be a portal key. That's what I'm saying. I've actually had this conversation with her before. Maybe even in this very place, right? God damn it. I'm never finishing this game if I keep doing the same things over and over. Anna frowns in thought for a moment, then slowly nods her head. Aye, there's a thought. She shrugs. I wouldn't know how he'd use it, though. Maybe you just need to have it. Well, maybe we'll find out. Also, we're trying to find out. Whatever, man. Let's just walk around and see. As you approach the archway, it begins to shimmer faintly. You notice that Pharod's crutch emits a similar glow. God damn it. We could have saved ourselves all that dialogue just by taking a couple more steps. Hilarious. Touch the archway with the crutch. Well, well, well. Look how the turntables, or whatever. Doesn't even make sense to say in the situation, does it? I found Pharod's vault. It smells in there. Wow, I'm really knocking down these achievements today.
It couldn't hurt you to say a few words to me, Fiendling.
Ah, we're getting a dialogue with Anna.
Oh, aye, it could. Hurt you, that is.
Done.
Cool. I don't know, Morte. I really wouldn't try to flirt with her. I mean, I did kind of try, and the results were not great. These alcoves contain books, books, and more books. They are all indexed and placed in order among the shelves. That's what I like to see. Don't really need the chromatic orb. Maybe I'll just take them for Ignus. Oh yeah, he even calls me my master. Never noticed that before, unless he only just started when we had the conversation there.
Yes, my master.
Alright, this actually seems to be quite a big place, doesn't it? Bigger than I expected, for sure. Some cheese! Can I have some cheese? Huh. I don't know, I really don't need that in my inventory. What is this? This lantern sheds a soft yellow radiance. It doesn't flicker like a torch or candle flame. Yeah, it doesn't. Is there electricity in this game? Is that an electric light that he's got going on there? That's pretty cool. This looks like it was once a gallows pole. Now only a lantern hangs from it. I mean, just because it doesn't flicker doesn't necessarily mean it's got to be electric, I guess. It could also be some kind of magic. But it's interesting. Books, books, and more books. These beams look centuries old and look hard as stone. This is quite a neat little place, isn't it? By neat, I mean just cool, not tidy. Although it is that too. Swarm Curse. That's the spell that they used at me in the last episode, right? I should definitely learn that. I succeeded in learning the spell. Is there a chance I don't succeed? I've never really seen that, to be honest. The edges of these shelves used to be covered with symbols, but they have faded away. Perhaps this was once a library? Yeah, I wonder what tipped you off. Some nice stuff. Okay, so far I haven't really found anything revolutionary. This earring has been made from the hardened shell of a segmented larva-like creature. Its shell has been treated with some sort of glazed finish that makes it look disturbingly alive. The wire that hooks to the ear looks like it is part of the larva itself, perhaps its stinger or antenna. Let's take it. So far I'm just finding trinkets. I mean, I did find a Swarm Curse spell, which was pretty cool, but a glass eye. Well. Not sure what I will do with that. Hang on, that actually seems quite useful. So yeah, you're basically trading off crushing damage for missile damage protection. It also adds something to detect traps and Thaco. I guess that's pretty good. I mean, my armor class is the same. I suppose I'll try wearing it for a while. Is there anything else, or is this the end of this place? Okay, wait. I just want to make sure I explored there too before I come back. Okay, nothing there it seems. But yeah, let me walk all the way through here. I feel like we're going to run into something big. I mean, they wouldn't be pointing us to this stash just because of a couple of scrolls, right? I feel like there's got to be something here. Right? It's not looking very likely. Well, 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 I think it's time to buy another curiosity. Let's see which one I decide to buy this time. The front of the store, anything left there? Oh yeah, lots of it. Diva's Tears. That sounds useful. You examine a small glass vial labeled as Diva's Tears. These were collected from a diva who was captured during a blood war skirmish. The fiends tormented the imprisoned angel for eons before he at last escaped. This small bottle holds the 12 tears he shed in that time. Their price is but 100 copper commons. I'll take them. 100, that's easy. Yeah, let me take them. Yes, Vrishika purse. A wise choice. The copper you pour into her hand seems to disappear the moment it touches her palm. She hands you the item. Please enjoy your newest acquisition. I shall, thank you very much. Hang on, let me just see how much room there is in my inventory. There is some. Not particularly much, but let's see. Yeah, from a diva captured during a blood war skirmish. Said to soothe the most savage anger, even that of a fiend's tongue. Can it soothe Ignus? That would be fun. I don't think it can, though. What else is there, then? Baby oil? Do I really need baby oil? Are we having a baby in this game? You examine a number of small bottles, each labeled as baby oil. Vrishika picks one up and presents it to you. Interested? It's the real thing, of course. Thousands of mewling mortal babies went into the making of this stuff. I was just about to make a joke that in this universe, baby oil is probably made of babies, and there we go. No thanks. Okay, I can't buy the baby oil. The chocolate quasit. Well, I guess I'll buy that. You examine a twisted little imp-like creature, sculpted out of pure milk chocolate. It looks delicious, does it not? Imported from the lower plains. These are rare, you know, and quite prized by lovers of chocolate and confections. It's a real quasit, a fiendish familiar, polyformed into chocolate by powerful sorcery. It's only 199 coppers. Oh, we're doing the -1 prices now. Okay, I'll take it. That's, I suppose that's the exotic chocolate that we are looking for. But while I'm here, let's take a look at what's at the back of the store. Wait, I can also look to the middle of the store. Is there anything left? No. Okay, just checking. Yevra's ring. Do I really need another ring? I guess I do. You examine a ring in a small padded case. Vrishika holds it up so that you can see it more closely. This is Yevra's ring of almost invisibility. It makes its wearer invisible. Well, almost. I will part with it for the meager sum of 349 copper commons. I'll take it. Yes. Well, I'm not sure how much I have left. I still have 4,640. Okay. Let's buy it all. What about the tattered rag doll? Sounds interesting. The years have not been kind to this tiny rag doll. It is coming apart at the seams, and it looks like its threads are unraveling. It is obviously intended to be a replica of the Lady of Pain, but the button eyes and its plush softness don't strike much fear into your heart. What if this is like a voodoo doll and I can hurt the Lady of Pain? Wouldn't that be interesting? Vrishika holds it up for you. This was found in a well-trapped strongbox sunk deep beneath the surface of Sigil. It was part of a small hoard of treasure and forbidden magical texts, though I don't know what it's for. If you like it, it's only 99 copper coins. I do, actually. The rune-covered ale stein. You examine a large pewter ale stein covered in strange runes. Vrishika holds it up for you to see more closely. An ale mug of unusual manufacture which keeps its contents, usually beer of course, icy cold, whatever the surrounding temperature. That is so useful. That's I would be willing to pay 2,000 for that right there. 299 copper commons, and you'll enjoy the frostiest ale you've ever had outside of the paraplane of ice. You know, this is probably really useful for some side quests I'm supposed to do, but all I can think about is how cool it would be to drink out of this cup. I'll take it. Literally cool, by the way. Farewell. I accidentally dropped my intestines. Oh no. Well, let's examine my acquisitions. I wonder if Ignus will appreciate this. Probably not, but I gotta make a system here. So let's say I give my valuables, which I can't hold, to Grace because I trust her the most. So I'll keep this one, of course. I'll give her my eyeball too. I'm sure she will appreciate it. Lady of Pain Ragdoll. I can talk with this item. What about the chocolate quasit? Quasit, a sort of fiendish familiar. Never heard that term before. So it's like a real fiend turned into chocolate. That's a bit cruel, isn't it? And of course, Ring of Almost Invisibility, which at least gives some armor class, so I could definitely give it to some of my companions, right? You can never have enough rings. Each companion has 2 ring slots, so always a good time to buy more rings. By the way, why are you not wearing a ring? I suppose it got unequipped when you died, and I never really thought of that. Yeah, Anna could still use 1 more ring. And Ignus, I'm not sure if he should even get any rings because he might just melt them, but he has slots for them, so I suppose it's all right. Anything else there? I don't think so. No. Well, the ragdoll, of course. I haven't forgotten about that. So let me just save. Coming apart at the seams, its threads are unraveling. Oh wow. I can pray to the Lady of Pain. Oh, you're just a cute little Lady of Pain, aren't you? Aren't you? Yes, you are. Let me say that. Why not? The doll does not respond to your coaxing, merely stares at you with its button eyes. I feel like this will become really relevant at some point in the main quest, or a side quest, or just in general. But I'm not sure if I should go around joking with these things. What's the worst that could happen? Well, I could get mazed. Although actually I've been mazed once before, and I think it's said that the Lady of Pain doesn't maze people twice. She just kills them the second time around, I think, if I remember correctly. Maybe I should hold off on doing this. I don't know. Sounds like it could get me into a lot of trouble. Let's actually just buy out her store, if I can do it. I think there's just 1 item left, right? The stained lens. You examine a stained ground glass lens the width of your hand, held in a brushed steel ring. A small geared protrusion coming off the ring makes it look as if the lens should attach to some sort of clockwork machine, and it smells faintly of horrible perfume. Vrishika holds it up for you. I have no idea what this really is, but it radiates fairly powerful magic. An old soldier named Gisis. We know that guy. Brought it up to me from a lower plane battlefield. He'd murdered his own men in order to escape his tour of duty there, and he brought me a number of interesting items he'd collected over the course of the campaign. I've kept it mostly as a conversation piece, though you may have it for 149 copper coins if you'd like. I'll take it. Okay, I think that if I look at the exotic items, I can't buy the baby oil, and that's the only one that's left, right? Apart from the weapons and charms. So I think we've bought her out. Well, well, well. This scope looks like someone spilled beer on it, and it smells faintly of some horrible perfume. And I'm supposed to be looking for someone's personal scent. So, yeah. Identify. Well, I guess, yeah, let's identify it. Beer goggles. Intoxicates wearer. Immunity to panic. Usable only by Modrons? Apparently, some Modron once foolishly asked the wizard what it was like to be intoxicated, and these goggles were fashioned. When this lens is equipped, the wearer becomes braver, stronger, but can't see targets too well, reducing chances to hit and damage an enemy. Well, that's awesome. I'll put that away for our future Modron companion. I've still got the suspicious sealed scroll. I still don't have a good feeling about it. Maybe I should wait to level up just a bit more. Well, now next on our schedule is it's gonna be a long episode today. You guys already know that, right? You saw the runtime of this episode. I'm thinking about maybe transitioning into 2 episodes a week and just making them much longer, like maybe 2 hours instead of 1. You know. Putting out 3 episodes a week is quite a lot, especially since I also do a lot for my main channel, because this is just my side channel, right? This is the stuff I do purely for pleasure, whereas what I do on my main channel I do for pleasure and also for growth. So yeah, I was hoping to explore the brothel more thoroughly this time, because I must have missed something here, right? I shall walk around, talk to everyone. This is an unremarkable silk handkerchief. Is it really that unremarkable, though? I don't know. And let's talk to Eves, because I don't think... Well, Ignus certainly hasn't shared a tale with her, and I'm not sure if have I told her the story of Pharod or not? I don't think I have, if it's an option. Well, I'll do that. Eves leans forward as you tell the tale of the fall of Pharod. She seems to devour your every word. As you finish, she smiles at you. I shall remember this tale. And now I have one for you. Once came a man who had experienced the most beautiful thing in the multiverse. It was his intention to place the experience within one of the Civic Festival's sensory stones, magical devices which held feelings and memories for an eternity, leaving them for others to partake of. But he thought about it. Wouldn't its being shared dilute the experience? So he held it to himself, precious thing that it was, and aged with the memory. But as he aged, the memory became tarnished and beaten, and he could no longer recall the glory of the experience. I feel like the man is me. It's one of my past incarnations. Because my past incarnations have been getting around, apparently, and they seem to have been everywhere and done everything, so why wouldn't the Nameless One experience the most beautiful thing in the multiverse, whatever that is? I have another tale to share with you, namely, yes, my companions. Ignus can't share a story, huh? I guess that shouldn't really be that surprising, but it is, because each of my other companions could share a story. Fall from Grace, do you have a story to trade? Grace turns to Eves. I have no story that I wish to share with you today, Tale Chaser. I cannot let you exhaust my library before I can find more stories. Well, that's a shame then. I guess we're not sharing another tale today. Interesting that we only just unlocked the Pharod option. I guess I guess getting into his vault was a condition to that. Anyway, so I will just keep exploring this place and see if I come across anything interesting. This gentleman is unremarkable, save in that he has a black eye as if he'd been struck in the face. How'd you get the black eye? He smirks. Oh, this. A long story, sir. One you would not be interested in. Oh, I'm interested in everything. You don't know me. Oh no, you've got to tell us now. Yes, please sir, do tell. The man sighs, rolling his eyes. Very well, but I shan't be made to divulge the details. Despite my earlier remark upon the tale's length, I might sum it up in 2 words. Kimaxi Addertongue. And here you are, talking to her once again. You haven't learned, huh? Oh yes, I know her. The man sighs dreamily. Wonderful, is she not? He suddenly snaps to attention. But wait, do not take my utterance for affection, good sir. I am engaged to be wed, after all, to a woman I well and truly love. But Kimaxi, she's so different to speak with. He smiles at you. Yes, I could not have described it better. Different. I'm trying to find Vivian's scent. Where could it be? She lost her scent? How odd. I passed her only hours ago and she smelled quite nice. As she usually does, of course. In fact, I'm unsure if I have ever been around a woman with a more enticing fragrance. Well, it's her personal scent that's been lost, whatever the hell that means. Is it indeed? I had no idea such a thing was possible. Well, I certainly hope she gets it back. Okay, not helpful. What about the Crimson Veil? Do you know it? No, I do not. I must confess, though, that Marissa frightens me somewhat. I fear that something terrible waits within her chambers, and that she is merely humoring me until she tears me apart. I, for one, will be glad when she has her veil and will meet patrons outside of her darkened room once more. Well, I'm trying to find it, but I guess let's keep talking to him. Might as well. What are you doing here? Why, I'm enjoying the pleasures of the brothel, aren't you? Such as? Yes, that is correct. Are you not here to speak to the ladies, sir? No, this is actually a weekly inspection. I'm here with the owner. That is, after all, the purpose of the establishment as far as patrons are concerned. To converse with the lovely students of Lady Grace. I've conversed with all of them aplenty, but it still seems like they might have one or two things to say. Can you tell me about this place? What citizen of Sigil knows not of the brothel of slating intellectual lusts? You must be new here indeed, sir. He sighs. Walk about, converse with the ladies. That is all there is to the brothel. If you're interested in the history of it all and some such, I'd advise you to speak with Lady Grace about it. Okay. What about the silent prostitute? Yes, her name is Echo. We know that. Okay. That's enough from you. Ah, I'm in Nenny's room and there's a locked container. Interesting.
Aye?
Well, she's standing right here, which is not the best, and if I remember correctly, she does move from time to time, so maybe I should wait for that. Or maybe I should just save and see if she minds.
Right.
Come on,
All
open
right.
it. I'm dying to see what's... A copper earring. Cool. What a reveal. So, most of these containers just contain these handkerchiefs. I'm almost thinking that maybe I should be looking for a pattern
Why
in
not?
the handkerchiefs and maybe noticing where there aren't any or something like that, but not sure. Sorry that I just robbed you, Nenny. Do you know anything about
Updated my
Vivian's
journal.
scent? Why did my journal update? I'm pretty sure I've seen this response before. Maybe. I saw that mean Marissa sneaking out of Vivian's room one night. Now, I'm not saying she took it, but I know Marissa's not a very nice person, and that sure sounds suspicious, huh? I'd go ask her about it. Okay.
All right.
I guess I'll go ask her about it then. Huh. You guys have told me that I should explore even
Ready.
containers which aren't highlighted. The problem is I haven't found any.
I'm gone.
Like, I actually don't remember seeing any containers which were not highlighted. I tried to mouse over things, you know, just to see what is there, but I haven't really found any such containers yet. Oh, what about this? As you make to search the armoire, its handles suddenly yank out of your grasp as the drawers slam themselves shut. A disdainful issues from the cabinet. I don't recall seeing this before. Hello? Hello indeed. The armoire, which by the way is a really cool word, gives another So, what have we here? A rogue after some lady's frilly undergarments, I have no idea who you are. I'm not even sure if I should be doing a more masculine or feminine voice, to be honest. You talk? Do I? Why, yes, I do. Okay, who are you? I am Lewis. And who are you? Thoughtless, uncouth fellow rummaging about in other people's things. I mean, I'm rummaging, sure, but what are you doing there? Well, sir, if you must know, I am being an armoire. Okay, but why in this brothel? I guess it's a really unfamiliar experience, but who even comes up with an idea like that? That sounds just like a really bad experience. I happen to have become an armoire because I want to be an armoire, thank you very much. It's not to watch the ladies undressing, nor to have them place their soft, sweet-smelling undergarments in my drawers, where they can rub against my skin. Of course not, of course not. Why are you even describing it in the first place, dude? Such accusations are an insult to a practitioner of the magic arts. I am merely soaking in the experience of what it means to be an armoire. The sights, the smells, the sensations. How's that working out for you, you creep? So all the women know about this then? Yes, yes they do. And they wholeheartedly approve of, well, not with their entire hearts exactly. And while they have not spoken of their approval in my presence, since they are not exactly aware that I am an armoire, I would not want them to know that I am anything but, and so have not been able to inquire upon the matter. Jesus Christ. Okay. Sure. I'll need something from you to keep quiet about this one. Should I put it in such a blackmailing way? I had some questions for you. Actually, you might know a lot about what goes on in this brothel if you are. I can't believe I missed this. Well, how did I miss this? Well, can you return to your normal form at will? The armoire seems to think about this for a moment. I have no need to share such secrets with the likes of you. And besides, there is no cause to change back at the present moment, since I have not yet experienced the full sensations of being an armoire. It's a complex thing to hold and sort soft frilly clothes, smelling of wondrous woman smells. Oh god, that pained me to read it. A drawer slides open and closed, the sound mimicking a pleasant sigh. No. No. Can you tell me about this place? And by this place, I don't mean your fucking armoire. I would have a man find out for himself rather than tell him the whole of it. After all, that's half the joy of the entire experience. I'll only tell you that which you likely know already. It's called the Brothel of Slating Intellectual Lusts, and the prostitutes within specialize in the arts of language and communication. That they do. That they do. Although they don't really like communicating with each other, I guess, if they keep losing things. Now, Nenny told me that she saw a man leaving Kimaxi Edertang's room. I think that was you, Lewis. She did tell me that, didn't she? I guess I missed this before, because the option to inspect it only appeared after I spoke to her. And that was probably after I had searched the room, so I didn't really think to come back, right? Or I obviously got the hint to come back, but I got distracted by something, you know? I think that was you, Lewis. You think? Think? How could you be so alarmingly rude, so ludicrously presumptuous as to spout forth such an accusation without being absolutely certain of your charges? How dare you, impertinent brassy cur? Why, I ought to... As Lewis rails and curses, his drawers open and close. You notice a small bundle of crimson cloth tucked alongside some clothes. The repeated opening and closing of the armoire drawers makes it difficult to grab, however. Well, I wonder what that might be. Well, I think this might be a dexterity skill check, and my dexterity is 12, so maybe I should wait for an opportunity to grab it. You stand poised at the edge of the armoire. It keeps gabbing on, but it never seems to stay open long enough for you to grab the cloth. I guess I'll try and snap my hand in while the drawer is open. You simply cannot move your hand quickly enough to snatch the crimson cloth from within Lewis. The most you could accomplish would be getting your fingers crushed. I guess I'll pull open the drawer to get the cloth. The drawer remains closed. You hear it puffing and wheezing from the exertion. Go away, you barbarian! Give me that crimson cloth, Lewis. Shan't. Won't. Never. Pull open the drawer. And he does the same thing. My only option is to beg and whine? Seriously? What kind of role-playing game is this? I don't want to beg and whine. I guess I'll do it then. Oh, please stop that rubbish. It is quite tiresome and transcends all known meanings of the word boredom. Okay, well, then I'll keep doing it. Stop! How tediously dull. You're making me quite drowsy. I guess I'll keep on begging and whining. The armoire yawns, exposing the crimson cloth where it rests snugly beside some undergarments. You dart your hand in and seize it before the drawer can close itself. Tucking it away, you notice that it is perfumed with a light, exotic, and most pleasant fragrance. God damn it! You rogue! Blackguard! Scoundrel! You give that back this instant! That's not yours. That is an exceedingly personal garment that belongs to a lady of this establishment, and they would not appreciate you fondling their private things. Oh yeah, but it's all right for you, you wooden pervert. Wooden pervert, okay. This is actually really funny. This is a funny quest. I'm not looking anything so criminal and malicious as you are. I am merely soaking in the sensations necessary to my growth as an individual. Ugh, okay. Farewell. Well, got what I came for, didn't I? Maybe not all of it. So the scented veil. This is a beautiful, perfumed crimson veil. Whatever textile it's made of is so light and gauzy that it's like a sheaf of pure, brilliant color, rather than an object of dyed cloth. More remarkable than the veil's appearance, though, is its scent. Doubtlessly one of the most intensely exotic and arousing aromas you have ever had the pleasure of inhaling. Why do I feel like this is for both of the quests? This kind of sounds like it's both for the Crimson Veil quest and the personal scent quest. But I guess the first one, right? I had some questions, Lewis. An ominous silence hangs over the armoire. There is no reply. You're certain it's still Lewis. You can practically feel the hatred radiating from the wood, but he won't speak a word to you. So long. Well, I guess we're not getting anything more out of him. Let's just make sure to do my due diligence and inspect this container too. So yeah, I've gone through this entire place again and sort of opened, well, this entire floor, I should say, and opened every container I could find. This entire floor except for the center here. Anyway, the Crimson Veil, the Crimson Veil, the Crimson Veil. Yes. I haven't forgotten about the exquisite or exotic chocolate for the guy downstairs. Or downstairs in the Civic Fest Hall. But I think I'll save that for the next episode. Okay, Marissa, is this your Crimson Veil, or... Yes. It returns. You have a reason for coming this time, I trust, or just more of your pointless questions? Well, I brought you your Crimson Veil if you want it. 25,000 XP, that's crazy. Then would you please hand it over? Yeah.
Updated my journal.
You hold the Crimson Veil before you and feel her take it from your hands. Ah yes, much better. 2 shining points of red light appear before you as she opens her eyes. So that's what you look like. Perhaps I would have been better off with my eyes shut. I don't really blame you for saying that. I have a question, though. Well, I was told you were seen sneaking away from Vivian's chambers recently. Missing scent? Ring a bell? Marissa says nothing, though an angry hissing issue from the darkness. Angry hissing issues from the darkness around her. Yes, I've been known to creep into Vivian's chamber for some of her perfumes, though I doubt you'll meet another here who hasn't. If you're implying that I've got her personal scent, well, feel free to sniff around. You'll not find it on me or in my chambers, I assure you. Okay, but if I want, do you know where it might be? No, I've not a clue. Well, then I guess I will sniff around your personal chambers. You're not really giving me any other options, are you? I'm sniffing, all right. Is she wearing her veil? I don't think she is. I don't see her wearing her veil. I guess they just used the generic character sprite for her character. Well, I was kind of hoping to get the personal scent as well, but I don't really know where I should be looking for it. Well, the thing is, I'm not even sure if I should be looking around here. It could be anywhere, but I don't know, it sounds like it might be around here, right? Like, who else would take it from her? Maybe I should speak to the Modrons. They haven't proven very helpful, have they? If you are not currently in the process of doing so, we would suggest a methodical approach and questioning of each of the inhabitants of this building. Well, yes, I am in the process, actually. Do I have to question each Modron individually? Okay, yeah, this is the one that Morte takes offense with for some reason. Well, could you maybe, like, describe the scent, or what the hell am I looking for? Oh, interesting. In a way, I believe your scent was when Marissa's lost veil, which I returned to her. She has your scent. Yeah, that's it. That's it, actually, yeah.
Updated my journal.
For the briefest of moments, Vivian's eyes smolder with rage. She does she? We shall see about that. Do not move, I shall return shortly. Okay, is she gonna kill her, or? There, that solves that. That hideous witch, always stealing my perfumes, but never did I think she would have the audacity to steal my own personal scent. She suddenly shakes out her crimson hair, and in moments, you are surrounded by the most intensely exotic and arousing scent you have ever had the pleasure of smelling. Alright, smells great. It does it not? Vivian's smile suddenly disappears. Well, I suppose you shall be wanting your reward now. Stand closer to me, scarred one. What's gonna happen here? Can we at least get a room or something? I don't know. What's gonna happen? Approach her, I shall. You step closer to Vivian. She takes your hand and, turning it over, takes a single cautious sniff of your wrist. Phew. She wrinkles her nose. Vinegar? Or embalming fluid? Here, I will remove this smell from you. She mutters a few strange syllables, and a light tingling sensation spreads over your skin. In moments, your chemical reek lessens substantially. There, how is that? People should be less eager to avoid conversation with you now. Okay, sounds like a boost to charisma. Thanks. Yep, charisma +1. We can always use more charisma. Nah, this is crazy. My base charisma is 21. Your charisma surpasses that of mortal men. Your presence is such that many would lay down their lives for you. I'm still waiting for that moment in the game, by the way. Well, I guess my companions have laid down their lives in a way, but doesn't count. I resurrected them. Okay, so yeah, I was right. The two quests were actually tied together. And what we're trying to do is return the keys to her heart. We're not gonna get that done here. And that was that Radine thing, which I'm still not sure where to look for. Yeah, Mar. You guys told me that Mar is close to where he was before. I have no idea where he was. I seriously don't remember the character at all. It's been so long.
All right.
Well, I think I shall end the episode here. We are at the 2-hour mark here in OBS. I will edit the episode down to make it a bit shorter to cut out some of the dead space. But yeah, I think I'm going to start doing these longer episodes, provided I can sort of keep them up. Right now I feel fine. I could go on for 2 more hours, but I don't really want to. I'm hungry and all that. But yeah. The hour-long episodes are sort of something that I don't really like any longer, because it's just a lot of editing and rendering and uploading and thumbnail making, and if I can bundle some of that work together, that's I think better for me. So I'm not announcing the change yet, but I might try the 2 episodes per week thing, and if I do, it will be on Monday and Friday. I think I'll cut Wednesday and just make these episodes longer. Yeah. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.